The world's healthiest diet may be high in protein, low in carbs, low in fat. Not exactly. You see, in Okinawa, Japan, it is quite normal to live past 100 years old. Japan as a whole has the most centenarians in the world, but specifically, Okinawa has the highest proportion of people living past 100 years old in their region. This is credited for both their unique diet and simple lifestyle. And today, we're gonna see why the Okinawans, on average, are the healthiest people in the world. So we're here at the grocery store. I gotta buy some food items to follow the Okinawan diet. We're gonna see some interesting stuff I've never seen before. I'm excited to try these foods. Vegetables is the most common food item in their food pyramid for the Okinawans. I never seen one that big since college dorm room. Freaks me out. Freaking stinks in here. When I walked into the Asian grocery store, I got absolutely rocked by the fish smell, which most people would think is one of the most consumed foods by the Japanese culture. They'd be right, but in Okinawa, that is not the case. Fish is only responsible for a small sliver of their diet. The true powerhouse of the Okinawa diet lies with the purple sweet potato, making up for 69% of their diet. Almost 3/4 of their diet is one food item. What? So I picked up the foods I needed, and I saw some different kinds of food I'd never seen before. How is it that big? What is that? This is the size I'm used to. Something I would have nightmares about when I was a kid. Or I might have nightmares about it tonight. I don't know. I'll let you know. So we're getting the FU apples. After this already eye-opening experience, it was time for meal number one, which was not your normal meal. Eggs, not a thought. Bacon, pancakes, waffles, get out of here. The fundamentals most people use for their meals are not the same fundamentals the Okinawans use. And the food isn't the only thing that's different. The simple act of me eating is different too. The meal consisted of jasmine tea, miso soup, half a cup of brown rice, and the famous purple sweet potato. As you can see, I'm sitting on the floor to eat this meal. For Okinawans, it's very common to not have a lot of furniture in their house. This is so that they sit down and stand up. The main reason behind that is to promote lower body strength and balance. If their lower body is strong, it's less likely for the old people to fall. As you know, Okinawans live long, and their quality life is still high. They're still up and active. They're not sitting on a couch all day. So I'm gonna be eating breakfast and all the meals today on the floor. I have purple sweet potato, which actually looks pretty cool. It's very vibrant and violet. Then we have plain rice, miso soup, and jasmine tea. I can't say I ever had a breakfast like this before. There's not a lot of protein in this, but I'm honestly excited to try this purple sweet potato. It's good. It tastes like a regular sweet potato, but it's just purple. When I was reading into their diet, it was very eye-opening for me. Purple sweet potato makes up a majority of their food pyramid. A majority of the food they consume is just purple sweet potato. Not what I would expect. This rice is as bland and dry as a cardboard box. But you know what? The textures actually complement each other in a weird way. Sweet potato and cardboard, it's not a bad mix. Not that bad. But it's summer, and I have a hot soup and hot tea. Just what I want on a nice hot summer morning. Some soup and tea. Both liquids have been my favorite part of this meal. It's so flavorful. I really can't believe how many sweet potatoes they have. Honestly, sitting down to eat is making me appreciate the dish way more. I feel like I'm very present right now eating this meal. No phone, no TV. It's just me and the food. The secret to this diet is that it's packed with tons of nutrients, promoting longevity, heart health, reduced inflammation, bone health, and low saturated fat and sugar, maximizing all the essentials we need. So I meal prepped meal number two. And I wanted to dig deeper into the Okinawa culture. Lucky for me, I was able to explore an extraordinary piece of their culture to hopefully learn more about their longevity and way of living. But in all seriousness, this place was so cool. This place is incredible. It's insane. It's so cool. This is surprisingly just in my hometown, and I never checked it out, and I'm so happy I did. I gotta do a pull-up. Excuse me, could you take a picture of me? Thank you. Oh my goodness. I don't even feel like I'm in New York right now. I don't even know where I am. I feel like I've been transported across the world. Anyone know what that means or no? Because I have no idea. But we're going in. I went here for a number of reasons. Transport myself across the world, appreciate all the cool architecture, learn a phrase or two in Japanese. For example, harahachibu, which means to only eat meals until you are 80% full rather than 100% so you don't overeat. And lastly, experience the Okinawan culture, which I did, but not in the way I expected. You see, when I was taking in a nice view, this very kind older gentleman stopped me and struck up a conversation. Little did I know, Bill was an art teacher for several decades, teaching tons of students about art, and he continued to share that same passion with me.
This is beautiful. They don't do a lot of repair on it. It's like a ruin. Where do you see what's on the other side? It's authentic.
Wow.
It's real authentic.
It was nice meeting you. What was your name?
Bill.
Bill. I'm Matt. Nice to meet you. Have a good day.
Yes, you too. You'll enjoy it.
We ended up talking for another 10 minutes after this. But this I think is a true key to the Okinawans' longevity. The emphasis on human connection and community in their culture. As I walked around more, I couldn't help but be present in taking in everything around me. Where am I right now? This is beautiful. That's what I want to do too, buddy. I'm gonna eat now. So as you can see, we are right in the middle of the park, and we're gonna eat meal number 2. We got the Okinawan special, purple sweet potato. We made some stir fry with bitter melon, bok choy, added a little bit of rice, and we have edamame. This meal probably doesn't have a lot of protein at all, but you know what? We're not looking for protein, we're looking to be Okinawan. I really don't know if I'm gonna like this at all, and I have to eat the whole thing. Tofu, bitter melon, just not my cup of tea, not my first choice. But you know what? I'm a very open-minded person when it comes to food, so cheers to that. That is bitter. The longer it stays in your mouth, the aftertaste, you get bursted with the bitterness. It's kind of tasty. It would probably be a lot better if I had an actual chef make it for me. Maybe if I order it at a restaurant, but I never seen this. So for now, I'll have to deal with my own cooking. I don't blame the ingredients, I blame myself. The thing that I like about this diet the most so far are the colors. Each dish I made so far has such nice colors, it's vibrant, it's lively, it's fresh, healthy. This potato, it looks like it could be purple Gatorade color, but I know it's not, no dyes in this. It was grown like that, and that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that nature built something like that. I'm just in awe. I don't even know where I am. I said that a million times today, but once I look up, I'm like, I see bamboo, a temple, hear birds, I hear the koi pond. I also want to take a second to shout out Bill, great guy. I was chatting it up with him for a while. Good guy, we were both appreciating the culture, the art around us. Shout out Bill. I'm gonna hit you with a quick pro and con of eating like the Okinawans. The purple sweet potato, it hits. So good, it's very delicious and flavorful. A con is, when I'm sitting like this, I feel major hunchback, like I'm leaning over to eat. My back kind of hurts. I'm 22 years old. It shouldn't hurt. But for now, the thing that's curing me is this purple sweet potato. I can't make this up. As I was leaving to go home, another different older gentleman kindly asked if I wanted to learn some of the history behind the architecture and the deeper meaning behind it. I of course said yes, and David and I ended up talking for over 15 minutes, just bonding with everything around us.
These are all limestone. There's a scholar garden room. This is an upside down bat.
What's your background? Or this just interests you?
I've walked around here, I've taken tours, and I've loved sharing it with people because it's a treasure.
I can't make this up. I was leaving after finishing my lunch and I run into another gentleman who started talking to me about the culture and the architecture. He started giving me all the history and we just started to appreciate what was around us. I think it's so representative of what I'm trying to show with this Okinawan diet. Yes, they live long because their diet and lifestyle, they remain active, but also in the Blue Zone website and documentary videos about the Okinawans, one of the main pillars that they follow for longevity is the emphasis on community. The community around them is so vital to their longevity. It allows them to connect with all the people around them, spend time with each other, and puts you in a really positive mindset. Every day, if you have all these friends and family that you want to talk to, you're gonna want to live. You're gonna want to go out and do stuff, remain active, eat meals together, go out and just appreciate and live in the present moment. And coming here, that's exactly what happened. I didn't know it was gonna happen, but I'm so glad I met Bill and Dave. I felt present when I was eating lunch and this whole experience. So shout out to them. Let the day continue. Guess who I saw while I was leaving? David already moved on to the next couple strangers to teach them about the history of the culture. He's really in it for the love of the game. So we made it back. We're gonna get a quick snack in. The main thing that they snack on is a purple sweet potato. Now, I don't want another one of those because I'm gonna have more of that for dinner. So I went with another option. Nice apple. A few apples. I have never seen an apple this big. The fruits and vegetables in that grocery store were absolutely massive. I like it big, but this is pretty big for me to handle. But you know what? We're gonna get it down. I also don't know what this symbol on the apple means. I might be joining a Chinese clan for all I know. I have no idea. I guess I'm a new member of this. Maybe they'll give me a welcome basket with more apples and more fruit. Who knows? If anybody is watching this and is in this Chinese clan, let me know. I want that welcome basket. Cheers to a snack. And then we're gonna do something very popular in the Okinawan culture. Even though the apple was really big, it felt light and tasted super fresh. One of the most common pastimes in Okinawa is gardening. Growing local food is one of the most essential parts of their culture, and it further benefits their community by promoting consistent physical activity outside. You can think of it as instead of going to the gym, they garden. While I didn't have anything pretty to plant, my mom already beat me to it, I did have to pluck out this gross mutant grass. Again, not as pretty, but you can't tell me this doesn't look satisfying. Over the last few decades, Okinawa has been getting more modernized. The presence of fast food restaurants and junk foods increased substantially. The consequences were impactful, suggesting Okinawa longevity is now a phenomenon of the past, and the once unbelievable mortality rate from coronary heart disease and cancers was diminished. The traditional Okinawa way is slowly fading, even when it comes to sitting. So it's the last meal of the day. On the plate, we have none other than a purple sweet potato. Nothing new here. Okinawans like what they like. We have another miso soup, side salad, and seared ahi tuna. You know what? I'm no expert in cooking it. It kind of looks trash, but you know what? We're gonna have it. It's only 1% of their diet. A common misconception is people think Japanese people, especially the Okinawans, eat a lot of fish. Maybe Japanese people do, but the Okinawans, they don't. It's only 1%. It's a small sliver of their food pyramid. Their whole food pyramid is literally just this frickin' purple sweet potato, which I've liked today, but I want to see something different on a plate. But you know what? Their whole lifestyle, I can't complain. I've had an amazing day, did so many cool things today, and I just lived in the present moment. And that's really all we could do, and that's when we're the most happy. That's the secret to the Okinawan culture. That's what I found out today. Purple sweet potato, every meal of the day. Let's see if it's any different. Nope. Same old purple sweet potato. As I wrapped up the night, I wanted to hone in on the sense of community and prioritize spending time with others. So I invited some of my friends over, we made a fire, and just talked for hours. For the people of Okinawa, it is normal to live past 100 years old. It helps reinforce the importance of staying active, eating healthy, living in the present, and connecting with others. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like or comment if you enjoyed, and I hope to see you very soon. When I go to the beach, I like to play spike ball with my friends, so I thought I'd just pick one up and bring it to the beach to play. Ow. That actually hurt.